Welcome back to MSGPM presented by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, take it to 11. Kazim Famuide, Monica McNutt here. Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to meet our next guest. We got some guests coming on set, but before we introduce them, we want to take it back to the premiere of 38 in the Garden. I had the privilege of chatting with these fellas as well as Jeremy Lin. Check it out.
Something almost bigger than life. So much love to the Knicks and New York. I'll never forget. This is Jeremy Lin signing off MSGPM.
Yes, sir. Shout out Jeremy Lin and shout out to our boy Kofi putting together that incredible video package and joining us live in studio and via satellite on MSGPM, the directors of 38 at the Garden, the Jeremy Lin documentary, which premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival. We have Frank Chi, Travon Free, and Samir Hernandez. Frank, thank you so much for joining us. First question I want to ask you, obviously, is how and why did you get involved with this project?
Sure. So the birth of this idea really came from a conversation that Travon Free and I were having in 2020 about impossible moments, right? What is a moment that society at large tells a group of people, you can't do this? Right, and then somebody comes out of nowhere and just shatters that to pieces. We're both big Obama people, so we were like, okay, that's the OG impossible moment for us. Mm-hmm. Right? We know what that felt like. What other moments have felt like that in our lives? And I was like, well, look, man, I'm Asian, so that's a really, really easy answer. Linsanity, right? And I think everybody remembers Linsanity, but like, it's always good to give context for the people who felt the closest to it, who were the most excited by it. And I told Travon about my night when Jeremy scored 38 points at the Garden. I was living in DC at the time, and I trained up, and I tried to get in the Garden, and the scalpers were like $700. Not happening, okay? So, look, Koreatown is right next door, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go to Koreatown, I'm gonna try to go to one of the karaoke bars and just plop myself down at the bar.
Right.
And I do that, and looking back on it, I keep on telling Jeremy, like, look, I really wish I saw that game, but I wouldn't have traded the experience I actually had for anything else.
Yeah.
Because you're surrounded by people who look like me, they're probably my age or a little older. And it's not like Jeremy, he played out of his mind the whole game, right? So it's not like there were 5 minutes or half of good.
He had 38.
Yeah, exactly. So you had 2 hours of people just losing their mind.
Yeah.
And people are like, they're running around, they're screaming, they're crying. And I'm doing all of that too, but I'm watching it all too. I'm like, what is going on? Because like, is it the stereotypes people are dealing with? Mm-hmm. Is it internal family pressures or dreams that they never felt like they fulfilled and they watched this guy come here and score 38 on the Lakers? I think it was all of those things, right? And I told Travon like this story and he was just like, listen, how is that not a movie? Like how is Linsanity from the Asian fans' perspective? What did it mean to people? And I thought about it and I was just like, I think Asian Americans always deal with the sense that we're invisible in this country. We doubt whether people care about what we think about. And I initially was just like, that was a long time ago. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right.
But I thought about it for a couple of weeks and I was like, in 2 years, it's the 10-year anniversary in 2022. And this was 2020, so anti-Asian violence was already picking up. So I was like, look, if Jeremy's down and we can tell a story about stereotypes and what it meant for somebody to shadow those stereotypes and give people a sense of hope in a really, really awful time for Asian Americans, then it's definitely worth it to try to make it happen, right? And when we started that conversation, we started talking to Samir Hernandez, our other producer, and Samir just knows everybody.
Yeah.
So it was very quick. The conversation to Jeremy started, and then, to get to the community angle, to make sure that he was cool with us telling the story from a community angle, when we got to that page, it was off to the races.
You know, we had a conversation earlier this week. Aaron Judge, who's on pace to hit 1 million home runs, is he the biggest New York star? I'm like, he's still not bigger than Linsanity was if you weren't there. Samir, Trayvon, you guys are very integral to the making of this project. Talk to me about what Frank was just talking about your involvement and how this all kind of came about.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, it was like exactly what he said. I heard a story that, as a person who makes TV and now movies, it felt like it belonged on the screen. It felt like it was something that people would immediately connect to and that people needed to see. And I did everything I could to convince him to do it until he was ready to do it himself. And the moment he was like, "Let's do it," I knew Mr. Knicks right here. And so I'm like, who knows everybody on the Knicks is Samir. So I immediately go to Samir and like, hey, can you get us Jeremy Lin? Because, you know, if we can, we can put this thing together. And after that, he set everything up.
Yeah, man. That then began like the courting process. Frank makes it seem so easy. Like we just said, hey, Jeremy, you want to do it? It wasn't that easy, but it was definitely a process of like calling people. Like it was so many people really involved in being able to make this thing happen just from beginning. Like it just didn't come together. It was literally calling my friend Deb, who called Danny Green, who texts Jeremy, and Jeremy bounces back to Patricia, who's his CEO. And then that kind of began another like 3-month dance. But, you know, it was worth it. You know what I mean? Knowing Frank's vision and knowing how much this story means, you know, to the basketball community, to the Asian American community, to the New York community. Being there at that game, it was like, yo, it was almost meant to be. It felt very meant to be, and the message behind it and the vision of Frank was something that I said, hey, we have to do every single thing we can to be able to make this come to life, and you know, here we are. So it was a great journey, and now we're still, you know, pushing through. So it's great. We're enjoying it.
Okay, this is where I get to use my access, because I got to hang out with these guys when the film debuted at Tribeca, and initially, Frank, Jeremy was kind of reluctant to do it. And I don't know if people know that. Like, when you watch the film, y'all, you guys did such a wonderful job of literally giving me this beautiful story that had me going through a range of emotions, tons of laughter, tons of jokes, but then also the gravity of sort of the time that we're living in. And so I think, let's see, Samir, who had to actually convince Jeremy? So, yeah.
You know what? It was. I'm gonna tell you this. It was a team effort. It was definitely a team effort. Like we literally, like it was like email after email. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't know how much time we got, so I'm gonna keep it short. we literally, this is the story. We got deaded. Like he wouldn't respond, and so we were like, okay, how do we send something else out to him to be able to get him to do this? And so literally work with Slam Media to be able to bring him in for something around Asian American History Month. And then I was like, okay, you're doing this? Well, the same guy who's doing this is doing this doc that you didn't respond to. And so, like, that's actually how we ended up having to get him. We had to bait him to be able to do this. But then, you know, it was literally, if it wasn't for Patricia, who I mentioned, who works closely to him, who said, yo, you need to do this. You should do this. It's like the right time. Then it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened at all. But it was literally a courting process. Like, if you're talking about what does it take to, you know, I said it earlier. I was like, it's hard. It was easier to get my first date from my wife than it was to get Jeremy to say yes. So I was like, it was one of those, for sure.
I love that.
You know, you guys, I haven't gotten to see the film yet, but we saw the preview, and just the range of personalities that contributed to this is so incredible. So Frank, the first question I want to ask you is, what was the biggest surprise during the making of this film for you?
Just how much I learned, even though I obviously have been obsessed with this moment for the past decade, but every single interview that I did with someone, I came out of it with something new. I think the one that, I don't want to give too much away with it, but Hassan Minhaj, who's in the movie, talks about the Toronto buzzer beater. And he's talked about it in a way that I had never even thought of. So I was just sitting there like, you know, usually when you're interviewing people, like in a directing process, like, there's a sense of where you want the conversation to go, and you know you have the questions that go that way. But for these, we were just like, we want people to talk, right? Because when a moment is this special, you always learn something new, right? We all process it very, very differently. And I think, you know, going back a bit to what Samir was saying, when we really crystallized, like when the whole team came together and we're on the same page, it was about like answering this question, like, how are we going to feel when we are going to relive our favorite Asian American memory during the worst time to be Asian American in recent history? And we posed that question to a lot of people that we interviewed, and that's why, you know, the last part of the movie feels so serious, because it needs to be. Right? We are living in a time when a lot of the stereotypes that we talk about in the movie have been weaponized. And when they weaponize, they turn into anti-Asian violence. Right? And that's why I think that was probably the most rewarding piece of directing it.
Absolutely. Listen, when it drops, because the news is, y'all, it's dropping on HBO in the fall.
Hey,
HBO Max, make sure y'all look good.
Congrats on that, yes, sir.
Trayvon, Samir, Frank, listen, y'all know I'm obsessed with this film. You guys did an incredible job with this. I encourage everybody at home to go and check it out. Thank you for spending some time with us to plug it. 38 at the Garden, y'all. The Jeremy Lin story here in the city.
That's right, that's right.